When people talk about the greatest first person shooters of all time, one game always comes up: Quake. Released in 1996 by id Software, Quake wasn't the first FPS ever made. That honor usually goes to games like Wolfenstein 3D and Doom, but it was one of the games that completely changed what the genre could be. One of the biggest differences was its graphics. Unlike Doom, which relied on clever tricks to create the illusion of 3D, Quake featured fully polygonal environments and enemies. Back then, that was a huge leap forward. The story? Honestly, most people barely remember it. You play as a soldier named Ranger, fighting through dark, twisted dimensions filled with monsters to stop an ancient evil. But let's be real, the story was never the reason people kept coming back. People played Quake because it was just plain fun. Everything felt incredibly fast. You were constantly moving, dodging attacks, hunting for keys, discovering hidden secrets, and blasting your way through hordes of enemies. Even today, the gameplay still feels surprisingly smooth. And then there were the weapons. The double barrel shotgun could wipe out enemies at close range with a single blast. The rocket launcher quickly became a fan favorite, especially once players realized they could use it to launch themselves across the map with rocket jumps. And if you managed to get the Thunderbolt, you could tear through almost everything standing in your way. What I really like about Quake is how simple it was. There were no skill trees, no upgrades, no crafting systems, and no lengthy tutorials. The game trusted you to figure things out on your own. You loaded into a level, grabbed whatever weapons you could find, and survived. But if Quake changed anything forever, it was multiplayer. It helped popularize online FPS matches and laid the foundation for competitive arena shooters. The fast movement, precise aiming, and advanced techniques like rocket jumping rewarded players who were willing to master the game. Many of the mechanics that became staples of competitive shooters can trace their roots back to Quake. Almost 30 years later, it's easy to see why so many people still talk about it. It didn't invent the first person shooter, but it pushed the genre forward in ways that still influence games today. The graphics may look dated now, but the gameplay, it still holds up surprisingly well, and that's probably the biggest reason Quake continues to be remembered as one of the greatest shooters ever made.